Would you believe it if I said a Hollywood comedy could be the key to understanding artificial intelligence? Well, today, we're going to explore exactly that, and we're using a pretty surprising film as our guide.
So really think about this for a second. A Melissa McCarthy comedy, what can a movie like that, where this all-powerful AI decides to study the most average person on Earth, what can that really teach us about the technology that's shaping, everything around us?
Well, you might be surprised, but the answer is a whole lot. And it's not really about the super technical stuff. It's much more about the human questions the story gets us to ask. So let's start there. Let's look at why movies are such a powerful way to look at this.
All right, first up, let's dig into why a movie, really any movie, can be such an amazing teacher when we're talking about something as huge as AI.
Think about it, right? For most of us, our very first run-in with AI wasn't some chatbot or a GPS app. No way. It was probably HAL 9000 or Skynet or maybe even Wall-E. Those stories, they create these really powerful ideas in our heads. They basically shape our hopes and our fears way before we ever touch the real tech.
And that's exactly what a film like Superintelligence does so well. It's not trying to be a documentary, not at all. It's a conversation starter. It uses humor to take this massive, kind of scary topic of AI and make it feel way more approachable, a lot less intimidating.
Okay, so to really see how that works, let's do a super quick breakdown of what the movie is all about.
So in the movie, this superintelligence, this huge AI, suddenly wakes up, becomes self-aware, and it decides to study Carol Peters, who's played by Melissa McCarthy. And its goal? To figure out if humanity is worth saving, or maybe enslaving, or, just wiping off the map. But here's the kicker. The test it gives her isn't some complex math problem. Nope. It's about fixing her relationship with her ex. The fate of the entire world literally hangs on a very human love story.
And what's so interesting about this is how the movie sets everything up. Like Common Sense Media points out, the real heart of the story isn't killer robots. It's about stuff like empathy, compassion, and gratitude. The AI is really just a plot device, a catalyst, to get us thinking about what it even means to be human.
Okay, so that's the movie. But how do we connect these big Hollywood themes back to the real world? Well, we need a framework. And luckily for us, there's a fantastic one we can use to build that bridge.
It's called the AI for Educators Roadmap, and you can just think of it as a guide, really. It gives us a structured way to talk about AI. Doesn't matter if we're breaking down a movie or talking about how AI affects our own neighborhoods.
So this roadmap gives us 4 different lenses to look through. And what's cool is you can actually see all 4 of them in the movie. First up, we've got AI literacy. That's just about understanding the basics. In the film, right, the AI can control everything, toasters, traffic lights, you name it. And that gets us asking, okay, but what can real AI actually do? Then there's AI ethics, which is all about spotting the risks. The AI is constantly watching Carol. Now, it's played for laughs in the movie, but it's a perfect way to start talking about real-world privacy issues. Third is AI fluency. That's about how we work with AI. Carol literally talks to the AI to solve her problems. That's a great metaphor for how we use things like Siri or Alexa today. And last but not least, AI development. This is about the human choices that go into building the tech. The AI in the movie chooses to test humanity on love. That's a design choice, and it makes us think, hey, what values should we be building into the tech we create?
All right. Let's use that framework to tackle the biggest difference between the movie and reality, the AI itself.
So the movie shows us this one single kind of godlike AI, right? It's got its own personality, it can control absolutely everything. But in the real world, the AI that you and I use every day is way more specialized. It's the algorithm suggesting what to watch next on Netflix. It's the system deciding on a loan application. It's the GPS getting you through traffic. Yeah, it's powerful, for sure, but it's not one single all-knowing mind. And here's a really simple way to think about that difference. Hollywood absolutely loves this idea of general AI. A single intelligence, like in the movie, that can chat with you, manage your money, and control the world's missile defense systems all at the same time. But what we actually have, what we use every single day, is task-specific AI. It's brilliant, but only at one job. Like getting you from point A to B, or filtering out your spam email, or finding the perfect song for your workout. Each one is its own separate tool, not one big brain running the show.
So what's the big takeaway here? The crucial point is that the AI in Superintelligence is really just a storytelling tool. It's a character that's designed to put the main character, and really all of us, under a microscope. It's not trying to predict the future of technology. It's just a way to create some great human drama.
Okay,
So now we get to the most important part. How can you take all of this and actually use it yourself?
It's actually a pretty simple process, and you can use it for any movie that has AI in it. Step 1, just watch the movie. Then, think about those 4 domains we talked about, and just kind of notice how the AI is being shown. From there, you can start a discussion about the differences between the movie's version and the real world. And finally, you can reflect on those bigger human questions the film is really trying to ask.
And remember, you absolutely do not need to be a coder or a data scientist to have these kinds of talks. The goal here isn't to become a tech expert. It's all about getting curious and just getting better at asking good, critical questions about the technology that's all around us.
So I'll leave you with this to think about. Whether you're talking with your students, your family, or just some friends, what kind of conversations about our choices with technology can a simple comedy like this one help you get started?